Come on, Kevin, you know this song. Okay, he doesn't like it. Off. Turn off. Off.
Shout out to Home Alone 2, but
Lost in New York!
Best one in the series. So welcome to another episode of Life Chats. As always, you're joined by Michael and myself.
Whoa! Whoa!
So, Michael, I literally came up with this idea like 5 minutes ago.
Yeah. Yep.
So I was, we know people.
You're the best person to beg.
Yeah.
And most biggest
ties in. Yeah.
We have friends.
We know people.
Well, not in this case, but yeah, we have people.
We know people.
We know people.
And you know people that post profile pictures on Facebook and Instagram of them and their significant other. You look through their feed and all they have are a couple pictures. And you're asking this, am I bitter? No. Not at all. Because, call me old-fashioned, I prefer to have that part of my life private. I feel like you know my love life because, again, as one of my best friends, I feel you ought to know this.
Wait a minute, one? Okay, I was going to pull a Barney Stinson on you.
Yes.
Okay.
So I like to keep that personal because I feel it's very contrived when if I'm out for coffee with my girlfriend, and then I'm always like, selfie, doing it for the gram.
Whoa, first time hold on. Let's not escape the fact that he just dropped the GF bomb on the show. All right.
There you go.
All right.
So I just find that it's interesting when I see a lot of people posting pictures and just selfies and whatnot, and it just feels like I'm involved in their love life when I don't want to be. Michael, I don't know if I've actually I've never known you to do this as well. Like, you've never posted a slew of pictures. Like, you'll post one or two.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But like the big ones,
yeah,
pictures with Santa.
Oh god,
stuff like that.
but like those are torched.
But like the little day-to-day stuff.
Yeah.
Like, and I guess my point is, in this age of social media, do you believe that this stuff in one's life should remain private? Like, what is your opinion on selling your love life on social media?
Selling?
Because it's just like you're trying to sell your lifestyle. You're saying, look how awesome I am. There's no problems. I'm the best. And you're laughing because you know that it's fake.
That's funny. Here's how I look at this, and you know what? This is actually it's not going to be as heated as the last one was, and that's going to be good. But I'll tell you,
it's not going to be as good. So let's just end the video.
No, I didn't say it's not going to be. I said it's going to be good.
Okay.
So here's how I feel about all this here. There's a lot of people this day and age that. I had the term. Hold on there. Their self-worth is based on their relationship, and unfortunately, sometimes people have their lives. That's all. That's like their love life is their life.
Yeah.
And people, that's all they really have to like brag about or offer and stuff like that. I'm gonna quiet up I was trying to clean up the language there. In terms of how I used to go about things. Anyway, it's funny. It's a funny thing. It's a funny thing about this stuff. I mean, like I've hinted at a few times. Well, not hinted. I've full out. You've said it.
Yeah.
On the show here, a lot of people in my life have come to me with relationship issues.
And you're asking why?
Well,
That's funny.
And people are talking to me about this stuff, and it's funny. I've talked to Kevin about not in particular who the people are, but one thing I've noticed that's very interesting and striking is that these are the couples that post pictures the most, that spend the most time together, that, you look at their Instagram story, Snapchat story, whatever story is out there for 24 hours, it's nothing but them. And it's people that are taking pictures like, oh my god, I'm so lucky I found you, and all that. I'm not bitter. I'm fine. I'm living a drama-free life. But when you're taking away the movie aspect out of it, but it's good. Streets of the Six is looking very promising. Anyway, but I find that very interesting because, my friends divulge to me, and I don't, I'm very, like, you want something confidential, I lock it down, it's fine, but it's interesting that that's what's been happening. In terms of selling yourself with social media, like I said, people's lives, I mean, they put their value based on their relationship, right? Mm-hmm. And sometimes that's all they have to talk about. And it's interesting because you have the dynamic of, it's funny, you have the single people that are doing all this cool and rad stuff, and then you have the relationship people that are just in the relationship and just going through the motions and doing relationship things. And it's funny because when I was, over the last few years, I've realized that the people that are single, most of them, not all of them, but they want to be in a relationship. Mm-hmm. And the people that are in the relationship find that life was simpler when they were single. And, the grass is always greener on the other side and stuff like that, and I found that interesting. But that is something that has been really, really, I mean, you use the word promote or whatever the lifestyle is. People also just like to brag. And, it's great that you're in love with your partner. I mean, as far as we know, because sometimes that's not usually the case. And knowing some of the stuff I know, I see stuff and I go,
Well, like you're saying, it's not always the case. And
right.
You feel like, I look at stuff like that and I find it nauseating, where I'm just going through Instagram and then it's just...
Keep going.
No, you go.
It just came to me. People also like to mark their territory.
Because we're primal that way,
I had one ex that was like this. But, like, people put profile pictures of their significant other, so if people were to meet them and not know if they were in a relationship or not, they could see that they're taken, or that they could see that their partners are taken. Mm. So I know about that aspect of it, too. It's like, oh, well, okay, he or she is claimed.
So that's... So that's why maybe people do that, is because they're marking their territory. They're showing people, you know what, this is mine.
Yes.
Just that's it. Yeah.
Very well articulated there. But have you... Now, I'm trying to remember, because there's been... I gotta be careful with my wording here.
I can edit around it.
Oh, you won't.
I'm too lazy.
Yeah, I just saw the last edit where we literally are like this. I'm like, you couldn't have let that go for another second. But Kevin, you have had a lot of experience with girls. Now, and I remember you having profile pictures with a few girls here and there. Not many.
Yeah.
Because believe me, we would be like, okay, and girl 567-B. Okay.
So, who is this now?
Who is this?
Yeah.
Oh, also, for the holiday season, you know what's a very good trick? Have your boyfriend or girlfriend at the side of your pictures with the family, because if you guys break up, which chances are it might happen, you can easily crop him out or her out of the picture. That's a lesson for you. You're welcome. That's for free. But back to you, Kevin.
You're just beatboxing it.
Beatboxing everything, man. I'm hungry. But what for you when it came to putting a picture of you and your significant other, whoever that would be that day? I'm kidding. I love you, man. What's the process? Like, not the process, but what goes into that? Like, what?
So I was naive when I would do that.
Who's the jaded one here?
No, I'm not jaded.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I just thought because everyone else was doing it, I guess I had to. But the older I become, just what you're talking about earlier about self-worth, anyone who knows me knows that I constantly just basically crap on myself all the time. Like, a lot of what I do is self-deprecating humor all the time. So, but that being said, I do feel deep down that I don't need vindication from other people that what I'm doing is okay. So for me wanting to keep my relationship private, it's not so much me not wanting to mark my territory as much as it's so important to me that I feel like if it's just out there, it almost cheapens it. Because all these couples, like when I went to the Christmas market last week.
Oh, yes. Did you have to pay?
Yes.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
Anything for those pictures that you
but here's the thing. It's
yes.
just like, I took pictures.
Yes.
And I have them for myself because I can look back on it and I can reflect on it. Instead of, if I send it out, it almost feels like it's not as valuable. because it's so easily accessible. So that's my rationale. Is that it for me personally, and frankly, I really don't think anyone really cares about my relationship stuff. So I'm like, why bother putting it out there when no one cares? When they're more interested in their love life.
No. Interesting. Oh my god, you said something. Oh, vindication. That's another thing. People in relationships. Oh dear God. Vindication is an interesting thing because I don't know if this goes for everybody, but I know people that, you know, if they post a picture that's nice and all lovey-dovey and stuff like that, they look at the likes and they go, why did this person not like it and stuff like that.
And then it becomes
It's interesting.
Yeah.
It's very
As opposed to having an authentic expression of love, it's like, well, why didn't this person like
And
it?
why did your picture get more likes than I did? Well, I have 1,000 Facebook friends. You have 300. It's simple
Pretty
math.
bad, yeah.
It's simple mathematics, really.
No, but that's a good point, man.
Right?
It's just, and then
It's
how
all
authentic
vindication.
is that?
And here's the thing: social media. I'm sure we've said this before on one of our shows, but everyone believes that they're their own celebrity. So the best are like these nobodies, like these people that have these like work 9-to-5 jobs. I am happy to announce that so and so and I are engaged, and I'm like, it's official. That's the best. I'm glad to announce, and it's official. That, for whatever reason, the only thing that's worse is just official. I'm booking tickets to see, I don't know, whatever band, or I'm booking tickets to fly to
Oh, that's
Miami.
so bad, man. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my
Those
God.
ones just, oh my god, I'm like, you're nobody!
But in their mind, they are.
They are
the
somebody.
center of the universe, yeah.
Yeah.
But in reality,
But
Nobody.
those are always funny, and it's like, you know, I have an announcement, and it's like, I get it, but just because we are so used to celebrities and them saying that stuff.
it's like but at the same time, it's funny because who cares?
Yeah. I'm sure people are happy and proud and want to announce it to the world, and I guess that's how they do it now. Before, they used to just take an ad out of the paper and the obituary.
Before you,
you know, is it the obituary section? Is that the section?
deaths, yeah.
Oh, yeah, but that's true. One life ends, another begins. Ronald is dead, but Jack and Kelly, they're having a baby. So, you know, I don't know. I find that interesting. People still do that. That's weird.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
You know what, man? It's I think it's interesting that, like you're saying, it's just these people feel like they are the center of their own life. And you know what? I mean, if they are so confident, then why do they need other people to support them? Why do they need that acceptance that what I'm doing is okay?
And it's also, you know, it is also a little bit of a territory thing with some couples. Like, you know, so like it's just like, you know, their most recent picture of them together. And if you post, and I know of couples where if you post a picture, if you're in a couple and it's not with your significant other, the other person's like, what did I do wrong? Like, what's wrong? And all that. So it's just like, I'm like, oh man, God, my shallow lifestyle doesn't seem so bad when that happens. But
Yeah. Well, you know what, guys? I'd be interested to know, or we would be interested to know, what your thoughts are on this matter. Are you the kind of person that posts pictures of your significant other? Do you find the need to do that? Why can't you just post pictures of yourself?
Yeah.
You know, it's just, I'm curious to know, and I'm sure Michael cares to know as well. Probably not.
I'd be curious.
But yeah, let us know what you guys think. But you know what? You know what? It's just it's good to be back, man. You know what? We had a little hiatus there.
Yeah, we did.
And I'm just glad we're doing this again. Just want to take a second to appreciate
That's
that.
great.
That's good.
The king of vagueness, Kevin O'Hara, everybody.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace out.